Until my mother died in 2019, my experience with death had only been with animal friends and people I once knew but were distanced over time. And even with my mother, my last images of her were of her blowing me kisses as though I was a little girl and she was on her way home. Then death herself came and invited me to sit with her. Post-death doula training, I've met many people who have died. Some let me into their lives as they did life reviews. Others saw me as a reminder of what was to come. There was a man who was angry and a lady so shrunken from pain I could only hope her and hope my love would ease her suffering. I met a man who so lit up the hospice, I was selfishly excited to get to know him in this last stage of life, only to find out in my next shift that he had chosen maid, which made sense, but also broke me. There have been mothers close to their daughters who, after their passing, made me feel as though I was losing my own mother over again. There have been new acquaintances in my own life who have died by overdoses and even one by murder. I was visited by some souls post-death and a few that told me that they were coming. I've fallen in love with nurses and personal support workers for the service they offer, and I've broken down a few times knowing that I was going on a trip and many of the faces in hospice would be gone when I returned, and that I was saying goodbye. I've seen people fade, and I've seen them vanish quickly. Miraculously, I've even seen one lady enter hospice unable to even hold a plastic fork from weakness and regain her strength and life and leave hospice to live a new and unexpected chapter. In only a few months, I've experienced my heartbreak open over and over. And what it's left me with is an even stronger knowing that we are all connected. The profound power of being near death, dying, and loss is teaching me about love, of how strong it is, and when you let it in, when I let it in, sometimes I can barely walk, but with practice, I gain endurance, I gain stamina. I'm able to sit with love for longer periods of time like a sentient light bulb, getting to know that its heat will not burst it. As a death doula, I'm learning to give love and I'm learning to receive love in ways I didn't know were possible. When people ask, isn't it scary or depressing or morbid? All I can say is that is actually the most beautiful experience I have ever known, and I am grateful.